Alright, let's dive into this story because it's not just about medals or gymnastics, it's about ambition, legacy, and the kind of grit that makes you pause and think, how does someone even do this? We're talking about Jordan Carroll, a 20-year-old engineering student from the University of Saskatchewan, who just brought home 2 gold medals from the Commonwealth Games. But here's the thing, this isn't just a feel-good sports story. It's a masterclass in balancing dreams, academics, and family legacy, all while aiming for the Olympics. Let's break it down. First off, what immediately stands out is the sheer audacity of this guy's goals. Engineering is no walk in the park, it's late nights, complex problem solving, and a ton of pressure. Now add 6 days of gymnastics training per week, international competitions, and the mental weight of representing your country. Personally, I think this is where the story gets fascinating. It's not just about physical talent, it's about mental discipline. What many people don't realize is that athletes like Jordan are essentially running a startup, their body is the product, and every decision, from sleep to study schedules, is a strategic move. This raises a deeper question: how do people like him manage to excel in 2 completely different fields? It's not just about time management, it's about prioritization and knowing what sacrifices to make. Now, let's talk about the family angle because, in my opinion, this is where the story gets its soul. Jordan's sister, Sydney, competed in the Olympics for artistic swimming, his mom won Commonwealth gold in diving, and his dad is a Canada Summer Games champion. This isn't just a family, it's a dynasty. But here's what's really interesting: Jordan doesn't frame this as pressure, he frames it as inspiration. He says his sister is his biggest motivator, and that's huge. It's easy to get lost in the shadow of successful family members, but Jordan seems to have flipped that narrative. He's not competing with them, he's building on their legacy. From my perspective, this is a lesson in how to turn familial expectations into fuel instead of a burden. Another detail I find fascinating is the role of his support system. His coach is flexible, his professors are accommodating, and his family is all in. This isn't a solo journey, it's a team effort. But here's the thing, not everyone gets this kind of support. What this really suggests is that behind every successful athlete, there's a network of people who believe in them enough to bend the rules. If you take a step back and think about it, this is a commentary on how society treats high achievers. We celebrate the individual, but we rarely talk about the ecosystem that allows them to thrive. Jordan's story is a reminder that success is never just about the person, it's about the people who say, "Yeah, I'll adjust my schedule so you can chase your dream." Now, let's talk about the Olympics because, let's be real, that's the elephant in the room. Jordan's got his sights set on 2028, and that's only 2 years away. Personally, I think this is where the story gets both inspiring and terrifying. The Olympics aren't just a competition, they are a cultural phenomenon. And for Jordan, it's the culmination of a lifelong dream. But here's the kicker, he's not just dreaming, he's planning. He knows the team needs to qualify first, and he knows he needs to hit a specific score on the pommel horse. This isn't wishful thinking, it's strategic. What makes this really interesting is how he's breaking down this massive goal into actionable steps. It's a lesson in how to approach any big dream, reverse engineer it, figure out the milestones, and then grind. Finally, let's zoom out for a second. Jordan's story isn't just about gymnastics or engineering, it's about the kind of person who refuses to be boxed in. He's not choosing between academics and athletics, he's doing both, and he's excelling. In my opinion, this is the real takeaway: don't let the world tell you that you have to pick one path. If you're passionate enough and disciplined enough, you can build a life that incorporates all your dreams. But here's the catch, it's not going to be easy. Jordan's story is inspiring, but it's also a reality check. Success like this requires sacrifice, support, and a mindset that says, "I'm not just going to chase my dreams, I'm going to catch them." So, here's my closing thought: what's your version of the Olympics? What's the thing you've been dreaming about but maybe haven't fully committed to? Jordan's story is a reminder that the first step is always the same: decide what you want, break it down, and then get to work. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the medals or the degrees, it's about the person you become in the process. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, what's your Olympic-sized dream, and what's stopping you from going after it?